She, you hear? She says, stupid nigger. There you go, yup. That's she. You hear? She says, stupid nigger. There you go, yup. That's Julie for y'all. I'm posting this shit. This Julie. That's Julie. This the real Julie. This ain't the fake shit. Y'all probably right at UTMC. She is racist. You heard her.
Come on, what are you doing here? Do not! Fuck you up. Not with our
What the fuck was that?
Not with our kids. How dare you do that? Get the fuck out of your car now! We have fucking kids! What is wrong with you? How dare you come around and follow us? How dare you do that?
I think you need to get a hold of him. Dude, your kid is crying.
Captain Insano is so upset, dude. Those ass boys came after me, attacked me from behind, and you can bet one thing. Captain Insano's gonna show no mercy when it comes to the ass boys.
Harsh words from a powerful man, Captain Insano.
Alright, shalom. Before I begin, I'd like to start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect that be in the house of David. Alright, today is May the 27th of our year 2026. The year of the apostate, the year of the agent, the year of the sellout, the year of Jacob's trouble. Jacob representing the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the seed of our fathers. All right, we're the Israelites. We're in captivity to the Edomites, the so-called self-proclaimed white nation, which they're not white, they're red. And according to the Bible, they're the Hebrew Edomites. All right, the wicked the Bible speaks of, the devil the Bible speaks of. All right, the physical embodiment of Satan on this earth. You know what I'm saying? That's you so-called self-proclaimed white people that come from the line of Esau. All right, but as you can see, you know, from the compilation I showed you, the division is here. All right, you know, Esau's finna go out, but before he goes out, all right, he's gonna come down with great violence because he sees he has but a short time and his kingdom is being taken from him. All right, the first clip you seen, it's gonna be a lot of that in the days we're coming into, because the Israelite man has laid with a lot of these other nations' women, all right, especially the Edomite woman. All right, and the Lord is, you know, the angels are doing that sifting, you know what I'm saying, the wheat with the tares, all right, that's been growing, and it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be something to see. All right, she's calling her son a nigger, all right. Clearly his father must have been a so-called Negro, all right, which would make him of the tribe of Judah, all right. And her horns came out, you know, and he saw them, all right. And a lot of, you know, as they call them, biracial, a lot of biracial individuals gonna find out, all right, who they really are in the days we're coming into, because you come from the seed of your father, all right. Whether you, it doesn't matter what your mother is, you are what your father is, all right. And he found out, you know what I'm saying, that his mother is the devil, all right. She's the devil the Bible speaks of, all right. And that's that division that the Lord is bringing. What's that in Matthew 10? I'll come back to this. Isaiah 19. Matthew 10 and 34. It's also in Luke. All right. As it says, you can see the heading right here. Oh, I click on. All right, this is Matthew 10. We're going to jump down to verse 34. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. All right, and that sword means division. All right, verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And then it says, and a man's foes shall be they of his own house. All right, and we just saw, again, an example of that, all right? You know, his mother, again, was calling him niggas and shit, you know. She's ready to cast him out, cast him away. This is Luke 12. We're going to jump down to verse 49. All right, it says, Hamashiach divides men. All right, and that's where we at with it. And you can see it's a precept to Matthew 10 and 34. All right, so it says, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished? Verse 51, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell ye nay, but rather division. All right, so that's it. All right, lines in the sand have been drawn, and you know, division is here. Verse 52, for from henceforth from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house, divided 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So that's just showing, you know, that division is here, and it goes for, you know, sons against mothers as well, because in that particular instinct, all right, his mother was just a vessel to bring forth him. All right, they're not of the same nation. They don't have the same blood. All right, they're not the same people. All right, and clearly she showed it. You know, she called him a nigga. You know, which we've always been called that. You know, they was calling the follower, the disciples that, all right, they called Simeon Niger. Let me see if I can find it right quick. It's in Acts. Yeah, Acts 13 and 1. It says, now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that they called nigger. All right. And then it says, and Lucius of Cyrene, and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod, the Tetrarch, and Saul. All right, but let's get this word nigger right quick. All right, because they call us that to this day. All right, it's just showing that we're the people. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so listen.
Strong's G 3526. Niger.
All right. And then when you look at it, it says in the Strong's definition, it says nigger of Latin origin, black, nigger, a Christian. All right, and that's a new word. It's Hamashiach. You know, we followed Hamashiach. That's that's Yahweh Shai's Hebrew name, Hamashiach. Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. All right. Let me see something. All right. Then it says surname of the prophet Simon. And that word goes back to Kadar. All right. You know, I mean, he's a dark-skinned man. All right. And how do we know that's what it is? We go to Jeremiah 14, verse 2. You see it pop right up. All right. It says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. All right. When it says they're black unto the ground, meaning they're Kadar, dark-skinned. All right. Let me see. Right here.
Strong's H 6937. Kader.
All right. And it says to mourn, be dark, to be dark. All right. So just a dark-skinned man. That's what it means. All right. Just like when they called Simon nigger. All right. So yeah, just showing, you know, that's what that word black goes back to, Kadar. So yeah, the Edomites is fine. Her horns are showing. You know, all these Edomites have pretty much been exposed by the prophets. All right, they've been made bare by the mouthpiece of the Lord. So now, you know, it's nothing left for them to do but whack out and fight. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah 49. We'll jump down to verse 10, but before we get up down there, you see it says prophecy against Edom. So this is a future prophecy that's, you know what I'm saying, taking place now. All right. Jeremiah 49 and 10, and you can read all of this, but I'm jumping down to verse 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. All right, and Esau has been made bare, he's been spotlighted, all right, by the mouthpiece of the Lord, which is the prophet. So every time this nigga, you know, gets in devil mode, all right, he's exposed for it. All right. Y'all forgive me. Jump to this Isaiah 19 right quick. Because then when you fast forward now to where we're at, you see the last clip. All right, Esau is ready to whack out on other Edomites. All right, which that ain't nothing new. But it's funny to see it go down the way it's going down now. All right, this woman is trying to, you know, stop him from making a fool out of himself, which she can't. All right. Esau ain't one who ain't gonna do shit. We know you devils ain't like that. You know, you devils don't. You ain't got that gun. You ain't really finna take it there like you think you will. All right. So this is Isaiah 19. This is a future prophecy as well, showing you, you know what I'm saying, that the Old Testament is still in play to this day. All right. Certain prophecies in Jeremiah 49, prophecies in Jeremiah 50, prophecies in Jeremiah 51, those are still in play right now, getting ready to take place right now. And it's the same thing as Isaiah 19. All right, this is a future prophecy getting ready to take place. All right, some in the future and some is going down right now. All right, Isaiah 19 and 1, it says the burden of Egypt. This Egypt that it's speaking about is America, because we had already came out of ancient Egypt. All right, and we didn't go back into slavery to those Egyptians. All right, we under the slavery to the modern day Egyptians, which is you Edomites. All right, the modern day Assyrians. All right, the modern day, again, Pharaoh. All right, so the burden of Egypt, which again is America. Behold, the Lord, Yahweh Shemel, shall ride it upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. All right, so when Yahweh Shah comes back, he's coming to melt this place. All right, and all those that are left here in it, you're getting melted. Verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right, that's the American people. All right, the American citizens. All right, Esau against Esau. Esau against, you know, Jacob in some cases. All right, because if you're, and sum it up like this: if you're not of the elect, you know, you're considered an Egyptian. All right, the Lord is only coming back for the house of David. 2 out of 3 of the Lord people are gonna be left here to die, so they could be considered Egyptians as well. But Esau, all right, is the ruling nation on this earth. All right, and America is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right, where Yahweh Shah was crossed out, Cesare, red Jesus was put up. All right, and this is Esau's land where he pushes out the hub of his wickedness. So he's the modern day Pharaoh, as it tells you in Romans. All right, when Paul was comparing you Edomites to the Egyptians, when he said when Yahweh Shah said, you know, for this same purpose did he raise up Pharaoh, that his name might be made great in the earth. That's the whole purpose of Esau being raised up, because the Lord gave him that blessing. The Lord gonna take that blessing away. All right. So again, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight, everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. That's what you seen in that last clip. All right, these trashy ass Edomites getting into it in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. And this place is definitely failing. All right. And I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. All right. Esau's going to go to his left hand sorceries. Verse 14, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah of hosts. That's Nero Trump. And that's another reason why the spirit in Babylon is failing, because look at who you got running this place. You got Nero Trump in the office, all right, and he's, bringing this place down real fast, all right, and as the man that ruled the city is, such are they that dwell therein. So the Edomites are unhinged because they have an unhinged ruler, all right, and it's been that way for a while. Creepy Sleepy Joe was unhinged as well, but it's just showing that this place is on a expedited crash course to destruction, all right, and the Edomites are divided, and they're getting ready to, come down with the sword. As I tell you in Revelation 12:12, Jacob's trouble is here. This is Mark 3, starting at verse 23. It says, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? All right, how can one Edomite cast out another Edomite? You know what I'm saying? Verse 24, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And we see this place is divided. Verse 25, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. All right, and the house of Edom is divided. All right, this is how we know they're at their end. All right, and the Lord is getting ready to destroy them. All right, the prophecies that's here. All right, Jacob's trouble is pretty much here. All right, the Charagma is right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? That MOT to the B. All right, and once that's made the new currency, then we know that's pretty much it. Esau's going to try to fill his belly, and Yahweh Shai is going to return and destroy it. Destroy his setup, all right? Verse 26, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but hath an end. All right, and we're at the end of Satan's kingdom, all right? Verse 27, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his goods. And that's what Yahweh Shai is coming to bind up Esau, all right? Gonna take out the whole American population because the elect is gonna get beamed up. All right, gonna wipe out you tiny tops, you Israelis. All right, and all you devils around the world that's left, you're going into slavery, and you're gonna bring all them devils that got killed in them lands, America and Israel. You're gonna bring them back. Y'all gonna serve 1,000-year sentence of slavery together. All right, in the kingdom of heaven, which is gonna take place on this earth, where the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, are the gods and the rulers. All right, forever. It's never gonna end. All right, the kingdom of heaven is forever. Esau, your short season and time to rule. All right, that short space, you guys, you at the end of it. All right, and just seeing, all right, your day-to-day activity just lets us know, all right, how much closer we are, you know what I'm saying, to our kingdom being established. All right, because your kingdom is being, all right, broken up and broken down. All right. So that's pretty much it for the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Just something quicker to the point, showing, Esau's exposed. He's naked out here. All right. The spotlight is on him. All right. He don't know what to do. So he's going to do what he's always done. Get the gun. All honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, Kwam Yasharallah, and the Baba Ball Shalom.